er fremme og skal bare finde dem, som vi skal guides på med tur derop, så vi glæder os.
That's not so old. Not so old. So the activities are barely unpredictable.
Nu sidder du og ser på Marco, og det er Marco, der skal føres op til Etna og være vores guide på turen. Og jeg har fået lov til at sidde foran, de unge, smukke mennesker sidder bagved. Og nu kan du på første række komme tur med på Etna, og Marco han har altså rimelig meget fod på. So what I will say now, I'll do it in Danish and in English. And you just told us, Marco, that Etna is like a active,
unpredictable woman.
That is what you said. I heard it. And then you corrected yourself and said it was like a teenager.
Yeah.
And why so, do you think? Because you can't hurt.
Sometimes, you know, everything is calm, peaceful, you know, no activity. I mean, Etna smokes every day, and then suddenly increase the tremor, and then we have bubbles of gas that are coming outside, a lot of smoke, a lot of fireworks, pass me the word, and then lava flows out. And then for 6, 8 hours, 10 hours, we're going to have some activity, and then suddenly finished.
And it is beautiful all the time.
Certo, that means for sure. We are waiting for a big eruption.
Yes.
Yeah. So we had in these last 2 years just only paroxysms, so really short eruptions, but really intense.
But you had one last year in 21.
We had in 2021 we had 57 eruptions.
Yes.
Yeah. And in 2022 just only 3.
Okay. Ja, men lad os... nu har du sådan fornemmelsen af, at du er med i en by. Vi er nemlig Cartagena, og nu er vi på vej op mod det, og vi er blevet hentet den her skønne jeep. Eller hvad vi nu skal kalde det. Ej, jeep, er det ikke lidt overdrevet? Ja, okay. Men skøn bil. Yes! Nu kommer vi da i hvert fald lidt off-track. And we feel so lucky today from having you as our guide. Thank you so much.
I'm really happy to have you here, and thank you because you choose this place for your holidays. There we go. This is an old quarry.
Det her er en grav. Er vi enige om det?
Yeah,
where they took off the material to build and...
Not yet. Not yet. They finished to take out the material here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because probably, you know, you have a restricted period to take out rocks.
Så har du også været med på en grav. Altså sådan en... Ligesom en grusgrav, men... Hvad vil man kalde det her på dansk? Ikke en grusgrav, det giver sig selv. En lava... rockgrav. Stengrav.
So does the smoke of Etna tells us it's hot?
Yeah, as you can see, we have 2 different colors of smoke in some sense. And the other one on the right side is less vapors, less steam, and much more other gases. That could be CO2, SO2, nitrogen, and other secret ingredients. We're going to stop here now. Yeah. Explain you. So, lava, when it comes out from the craters, has a temperature of 1,200 Celsius degrees. When lava flows out from the craters, has a texture like honey, so it's barely liquid, okay, and flows, and it's conquering everything like a tsunami wave. It could be also possible that lava has much more channels, okay, so cover everything, and then few parts they are much faster than the other lava flow. what happened? Due to the elements contained inside, we have the 90-95% of the elements of the periodic table. So light elements, minerals, and hot elements, metals. Everything is mixed up inside this big magmatic chamber. In some sense, it's like a big tomato sauce simmering, right? When lava flows out, okay, it's going to release the gases and it's going to cool down. Temperature from 1500 Celsius became 600 Celsius degrees. And then we're going to have what? A cold crust, that black layer on top. Inside, due to the thermal insulation process, the lava takes a long time to cool down. In some sense, takes a long time to release all the gases. So the down layer is called basalt, one of the hardest rocks in the world. The layer on top is called the cold crust. When lava finishes to flow, you know the average, we don't have an average for a lava flow. How thick, how tall is a lava flow? It depends, different factors. On the aggressivity of Etna, on the slope, depends from many different factors. So more or less, we say just 6 meters, 7 meters, 8 meters. When lava finishes to flow, starts this cooling process. Outside cools down, inside takes a long time. It could be possible also a couple of years, 5 years.
Wow.
Sometimes due to the thickness, also 10 years. Slowly will grow the vegetation on top. It's only a matter of time. The forest will come back. First of all, we are going to have lichens. Stereocaulon vesuvianum is the endemic lichen that grows on Etna. After that, we're going to have mosses. Altogether, they are going to prepare the soil to welcome the plant with the roots. And the first pioneer plant that grows on the lava flow, on a cold one, is the tree up there. And it's called Scotch Broom. Scotch Broom grows everywhere in the world, more or less, as a tiny round bush with yellow flowers. On Etna, this plant adapted, like the birch, and became a tree. It's because it's very hot, so to prevent the dehydration, the plant is going to reduce the size of the leaf. The bark is getting bigger and start growing to prevent dehydration. The plant loves this place, so they're going to adapt. After the Scotch Broom, it's only a matter of time, we will have back the forest. But to have a plenty vegetation like that secondary extincted crater over there, you should wait a couple of 100 years, 300, 400, 500 years. It's only a matter of time. You know why the persons are saying that lava flow is devastating, lava flow is destroying. It's because my life is not so long to really appreciate the new vegetation. I will live, if I'm lucky, 100 years. In 100 years, on a cold lava flow, you will see just few plants. But if a man, a woman, the humans, they live 400, 500 years, they will see what? Lava that descends, lava that is going to cover, lava that is going to cool down, lava conquered by Stereocaulon vesuvianum, the lichens, then the mosses, then the Scotch Broom, and then the other vegetation. They will really appreciate the activity of an active volcano. I'm really proud and happy to live on an active volcano because the CO2 emitted is just what? Food for trees. CO2 will be transformed in oxygen. The thing that we need to live, the thing that we need to survive. So, an active volcano is a spring of life. It's a source of life. It's not a source of devastating things. Simple as this. So, here we have the chance to see the different colors of a lava flow. For sure, this is a piece of basalt, and look at that. If you touch it, it's really sharpy. You could cut a watermelon, you could cut meat with this one. And look, here inside we have what? A lot of glitters. You see? Different elements contained inside. There's also some olivine, this green little crystal here. It could be possible to have also other crystals. So, you hear the noise? Fantastic, fantastic. So why this rock is red? It's just the oxidization of iron contained inside. Clay, for example, is gray-green. When you make a pot, a plate, you're going to bake it, you're going to cook it. So from grey, green, the clay became orange, brown. That is called terracotta. But that is just what? The oxidization of iron contained inside clay. Same thing here. This is the oxidization of iron contained inside the lava flow. So, in some sense, we could explain that the black color is just one part of iron and one part of oxygen. I mean, I'm talking about the rocks. Grey rocks, they are just one part of iron and two parts of oxygen. Red, one part of iron, three parts of oxygen. What's the color of your blood?
Red.
So it's one part of iron and four parts of oxygen. Much more oxygen, much more oxidization. Chemistry. On Etna you could study chemistry, biology and volcanology and also a lot of other things. Etna is also, was also considered a pharmacy because many plants that they used to grow here, they were used in the past to cure something or someone. We have wild valerian, the sedative. We have achillea, an anesthetic. We have rumex, which is a plant that when you chew the leaves, the sour taste is going to stimulate your saliva production. So just in case you're trekking and you run out of water, you should collect those leaves, you chew it, and then you start producing a lot of saliva. You swallow and you feel better. You're not going to rehydrate your body with fresh new water. You're just producing the water that you need. So you are having a placebo effect.
And what was the plant called?
Rumex.
Rumex.
R-U-M-E-X.
Rumex? Do you know what that is? Rumex? We'll have to check it.
I'm going to
Rumex.
show you. Yes? Come here.
Nå. Som du måske kan fornemme og høre, hvad han siger, så er
Just
det meget.
removing the dust. You could eat it.
Okay.
And that's a sour taste.
Så det her, det er altså det, han fortæller, at man kan bruge. Altså, at det er så frodigt heroppe, hvor lavaen bor. Og den her, den kan man simpelthen smage. Og den effekt, den her har, det er, at den stimulerer munden til selv at producere spyt. Så man får den der forfriskende, altså man faktisk, som en lægende urt, bliver i stand til selv at danne spyt i stedet for, hvis nu man ikke har vand til rådighed. Det er smart.
But you said it was placebo.
Yes, it's a placebo effect because your mouth full of water. Simple as this.
How could plants get the water or get the roots down when
Humidity.
it's...
Humidity. Humidity during night time will be absorbed by the crust. And, you know, also the sea breeze is going to help the plants to survive. As I said, you know, sea breeze is ascending, and this caressing humidity is caressing the plants. It's fantastic. That.
Det er den her lille plante, han snakker om.
It's difficult to understand
Yes,
how,
I know it's
how
difficult.
rocks could be a nice place for plants to live.
You know, it's incredible. But they love this place and they adapt it. Nature is fantastic. Nature is over our way to think. Nature is unbelievable. What you see in nature is made by nature. Nature is always the best artist. It's the best sculptor. It's the best designer. What you have in your mind exists already in nature. It's fantastic. I'm going to explain you something. Honeycomb, beehive, you saw, right? You know that the little cells, they are just hexagons, right? Have you ever seen a beehive where you take out the honey?
Yeah.
It's hexagons, right? But do you think that the bees are able to make hexagons? No. What they are doing is just bubbles of saliva and wax. So they're going to make what? Bubbles. One close to another one close to another one. Well, in nature, you should adapt. So you will have the maximum result, okay? High result with less money in some sense. So the bubbles, they are going to adapt, they are going to set one close to another one, so they're going to modify their shape. In nature, the perfect shape is not the circle, it's the hexagon. Because hexagons, they could stay one close to another one and they're not going to waste space. Space is an important thing. You should adapt. For example, we were talking about the honeycomb, the beehive. But what about the leaves? If you take one leaf from one plant and you watch it with a microscope, you will see what? The cells. Cells are hexagons, one close to another one. Hexagon is the perfect shape in nature. So let's talk about the other plants. It's called the Electricium in Italian, Electricium in Latin. This plant is fantastic. If you take the dry flowers and you rub a little bit in your hand and you smell it, it's so intense. It smells like curry, smells like also licorice.
I put it.
Looks like rosemary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not rosemary. Electricium, it could be sun-dried. You crush it and then you rub on meat and you put it on a barbecue. You could use it also to preserve, for example, olives. You smash the olives, you put in a jar with water, salt, garlic clove, and a few things of this. After a couple of months, start fermenting, and then you remove the lid from the jar, and then you take out the olives, you wash it, and then you eat it. And they will have this flavor and this smell. Rub and smell it.
Ja, skønt. Wow.
It's really intense.
Yeah.
It's really intense.
Så den her kan man altså bruge både på barbecue-ting, på, altså i forhold til sådan madlavning, men også i forhold til at bruge det til sådan et give smag til lækre ting med olie eller oliven og ting og sådan.
Put your hand here, have our
Han
body
også op og
temperature.
lægge hænderne på.
It's not so hot,
Not at all. It's cold.
but this is not cold. Our body temperature is like 37, right? So
Yeah.
if you feel the heat, what it means, that is over 37. So it could be probably 40 Celsius degrees. But if you touch here, here is cold. It's different.
Ja.
The temperature outside is like 25, 26, 27 Celsius degrees. Think about a lunchtime, these rocks you could never touch because they would be like 70, 75 Celsius degrees, very hot. And the temperature today is not passing, it's not crossing 30 Celsius degrees. Think about, sometimes it could be possible here to have 40 Celsius, and with the black lava rocks all around, temperature, it's very hot. The rocks, they would be over 80 Celsius. If you break one egg, you could have a sunny side up egg. See? See. This is also used when we cook. For example, I have a big barbecue, a smoker, and then I have an half part of this barbecue with lava tile, thick 1 inch, like 2 centimeters and a half. It's going to absorb the heat of fire. And then you could have some onions cooked there, or some veggies, fish, whatever you want. For example, if you want to appear smart with your guests in your house, offering them a dinner, what you should do is just to take this lava skillet, you put it in the oven for 1 hour and a half maximum heat. They are going to absorb the heat. So you could take it with a tongue or with big gloves, and you put it on a trivet or on a cutting board, and you could serve a medium rare steak that continues to cook on table. You could reheat your garlic bread or whatever. It's fantastic. This material is perfect. You could use it just for fun. You could use it just for building houses. Whatever you want. Etna is perfect. The persons are not perfect. Yes, this is the truth. We are ready to go.
Det du skal bemærke her, hvor vi er i den her grav, som vi kalder det, det er de forskellige lag af lava, som man kan se. Og det svarer altså til, at et lavaudbrud, eller altså når lavaen ligesom glider ned af bjerget og ender, at den så lægger et lag, som både bliver til det sådan mere, det der ligner rocks, og så det der mere pompøse, eller det hedder det ikke, pompøse, hvad hedder det? Og så det der mere sådan luftige lava. Spændende. Marco, again, could you just share with me what you just told me about the energy here that you feel and that you think people should experience with Etna? You said that it's all energy. You can observe it, you can feel it, you can smell it.
Yeah. It's a beautiful sensation. In some sense, you should be a primal. You should act like an animal. Today we are involved with smartwatch, smartphones, computer technology. I think my personal opinion is to not throw it away, because we need those things to live today. But it's very nice when you leave everything at home and you are in touch with nature. It's very nice to lay down after a trekking under a tree, and then you feel the humidity, you smell the flowers, you hear the noise of the mosquitoes, the bees, the plants. You could have a special encounter with a fox maybe, or with a jackrabbit, or with other animals. And it's very nice when you are in touch with nature. That's what today is lost. That's what today persons need. It's better to go, yes, with technology on to the future, but don't forget the roots. We are animals. We are not only humans, we are basically animals. We should go back a little bit. No rush, no confusion, no traffic jam, just nature. That's what the person needs. And I think if anyone is going to have just a couple of minutes in the middle of the nature, or in touch with the nature, that would be good for anyone. That is just, nature is the best medicine that we need. Simple as this.
And you think Etna is a beautiful place to experience that?
Sure. Yes, it is. You have the contrast. Lava, nature, black, green. Etna is the land of contrast. You could see white of the snow and black of lava. You could see a calm place like a forest, and then you could see the active craters exploding. Etna is a temple. Etna is my temple. And Etna is your playground. Etna belongs to the UNESCO World Heritage List, so it's not only mine, it belongs also to you.
Etnas aktive top på venstre side, og på den der lige forsvinder ud af billedet, nu lige i midten der. Det er jo der var det højeste, man måtte gå op, som tingene er nu. 2.600 meter. You said the highest place we could go, not we could, but an experienced licensed people could go, it was 2,600, and the Etna is very
It's at 2,750 meters, the maximum elevation that you could reach. Because over that elevation there's a restriction,
yes,
because of the unpredictable activity.
And how is Etna? How big is Etna?
Actually now Etna is 3,340 meters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
A capital letter. It's just an onomatopoeic sound. If you walk barefoot on these sharpy rocks, it hurts, and I will be your only word that you will say. It's the sound of pain.
Yeah.
Instead, the Hawaiian lava flow B, without silicium, so less silicium, they're not so sharpy. So they are called rope lava, pillow lava. The original Hawaiian name is Paeoeoe. Paeoeoe means probably comfortable lava for walking on without shoes, because it's flat.
på 2000 meters højde.
This is the ski station, rebuilt the last time after 2002. Over there you could see the 1983 lava flow on the left, the 2002 lava flow on the right of this green pylons, and over there on the other side, close to that secondary extincted craters, there's the 2001 lava flow. Here in 50 years, 60 years that we have the ski station in some sense, the funicular, the gondola was covered minimum 5 times in the past. They rebuilt it always on the same place. They didn't learn the lesson.
How many times was this covered, you said?
Was covered by lava 5 times this part.
Så det her, denne her del, som du sådan lige sammen med os her i gruppen oplever nu, som er skistationen, og du kan fornemme deroppe, der er...
Okay, we're going to have another technical stop here.
Det er 5 gange blevet fyldt med lava, eller hvad skal vi sige?
Yeah, temperature is better than the,
og alligevel så bliver det genopbygget samme sted, siger han. Nå, vi må... nu viser Marco, at lige præcis det billede, du har her, er lige den lava, du har derude. Det er det for fascinerende. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
To be seen herinde. Yes. Yes. Let me have a picture of all of 3 of you. Yes. That is good.
We are asking for 2 espresso.
Yes, we are.
Just to wake up.
Yes.
Even if
The real. The. Yes. Oh yeah. And we already got it. Det er så skønt. Jeg synes jo, han er så sød. Thank you so much. Så jeg sagde til ham på den første café, jamen altså, vi vil gerne give dig en kop kaffe, og det blev han sådan lidt overvældet over. Så kommer man op her. Tænk, så det er jo ham, der siger, vil du have en kop kaffe? Jeg føler mig så heldig hele tiden. Det er vildt. Det er så heldigt. Det er fantastisk. Tænk at have sådan en guide. Han er jordens sødeste mand. Altså, jeg skynder mig at vende den om. And look at this. This is beautiful.
These are typical Sicilian breakfast.
This is typical Sicilian.
Yes, this is granita pistachio. The other one is mulberry, and these are the brioche.
Wow. Thank you for showing.
I'm gonna park here.
Yes. Good. Excellent. Marco, you're doing a good job. Så er vi på toppen af det sted, hvor Marco gerne vil køres til. Og nu vil Marco fortælle lidt.
Ready. Okay, great. Here we are in the middle of 2 explosive craters, Silvestri Superiori and the Silvestri Inferiori. Silvestri is the name of these button system craters. Button system craters means that those craters, they popped out, they came out from a fracture line, which is more or less a normal phenomenon to have a long fracture with many craters. It's not normal to have only 1 crater, minimum 2, or sometimes also 6, 7, 10, or like in 2002 on the northeast slope of Etna, when we had the 25 craters, all on the same line. Let's go to explore.
Yes, let's do it. Nå, du skal med heroppe.
Yeah, like broken glasses.
Wow.
It's because there's a lot of silicium inside. Oh, AC on. Thank God. Fantastic.
Marco elsker vinden.
So here we are on the rim of an extincted crater. Everything started in 1892. There was not so much pressure to emit lava from the terminal area from the 4 big active craters that we have on the top today. So Etna started growing, and then it's time to hear earthquakes, tremors, and then the fracture line. From different hotspots came out explosions, and lava started flowing from the second last crater, because lava is really heavy. It could be possible to have lava that flows out from other parts. I mean, along the fracture line, it could be possible that all the craters, they could emit a lava flow. But generally is not always like that. More or less, always it happens from the second last. Probably because of the heavy weight of lava. A cubic meter of lava could weigh from 2,500 till 3,000 kilograms. It depends on the element contained inside. So this crater here is called the explosive crater. We have other strange definition, amphitheaters craters, like the Colosseum in Rome is round. Okay, so from here we had only explosions. So from there, down there, bubbles of gases, they were coming from underneath. Think about it, the magmatic chamber is located from 12 till 15 kilometers below the surface of the sea. So 1 cubic meter of bubble of gas, when it's coming up here, it is in touch with oxygen, it could be 15,000 times bigger. So 15,000 cubic meters. When they're going to explode, the explosions, they could come out from a crater at the same speed of sound, or sometimes also at the double speed of sound, which is 348 meters per second times 2, less than 700 meters per second. What it means, when we have these double speed of sound explosions, okay, the material could reach, material I mean rocks, pebbles, lava bombs and ash could be sent up in the sky at 700 meters in less than 1 second. And last but not least, you're going to see the shock wave that moves, because it's not coming out only the explosion, but just smoke. Smoke could be grey, bright blue, black, white. And then when you have this explosion, you're going to see the shock wave that is getting bigger. Let's go to reach the top of this crater.
Yeah.
Det er ikke for at mase på i det. Det var lige så sikker på ikke, at det er dig, jeg tager. Tydeligt, at vi ikke er de eneste, der har fået ideen om at komme herop. Det er flot.
I would like to show you the animals that live here.
Oh.
There's an insect that is just a cricket or a grasshopper. Camouflage is one of the best way to survive here up. The animals, the insect, they have more or less the same color of the dirt, of the ground. He's going to jump. Once he lands, he disappears.
Det han fortæller nu, det er, at...
Look at that. Yeah.
Se. Kan du se græshoppen?
So, yeah.
Man kan se...
Wow.
When he's going to land, disappear.
Det han fortæller, det er, at...
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Lizard,
den,
snakes, grasshoppers.
Prøv at se, du kan næsten ikke få øje på...
Yeah?
Oh.
Come on. They are creator of the universe. They have your same rights.
Du kan næsten ikke få øje på den, men den sidder dernede. Der. Og når den om lidt bevæger sig, så bliver den sådan blå. I det den lander, så ligner den grunden. Prøver jeg lige at se, om jeg kan få den til at bevæge sig. Se det? Prøv lige igen.
There was one fox that was
Det der.
coming here. Yes.
Kan du se, hvor meget den ligner?
Foxes are sleeping right now. It's because it's crowded in the water. One is away, fox are coming out. Yesterday, today, last night,
Kan du se? Jeg ved ikke, om du kunne se det, men den blev ligesom blå i en periode, hvor den lettede. Prøv at kigge. Så du det? Den blev blå. Vildt. Nå, vi må hellere tilbage til mig.
Most beautiful guests or present that someone have in life. Look, the beautiful landscape that we could see from here. From here we could dominate a big part of Sicily. From the very top of Etna, often it happens that we could see also a tiny island that is called Malta. It's just 250 kilometers away from Etna. And then if you turn your body when you are on the top, you will see the Ionian Islands, the volcanic islands. And then you can see also what we call the mainland. That is just Calabria, the lowest tip of the Italian peninsula. On the left, I'm so sorry today because we have this haze, this fog in some sense, which is not fog, it's just scirocco weather. Scirocco is the humidity that comes from the Sahara Desert. It's the wind that comes from the Sahara Desert transporting the sand. Okay, and also the humidity of the sea. And then you have this haze. But for me, normally it's possible to see the mountains on the southwest over there. And they are on the Agrigento town, so on the south side of Sicily. Over there, there's the chance to see sometimes also Etna, which is in the center of Sicily. You could see also from the very top the mountains close to Palermo. Etna is possible to be admired from all around Sicily and from the bottom of Italy, the lowest part of the Italian peninsula. Etna is the queen, for sure.
Is this forest?
Yes, this is a forest. That is a forest, natural one, and that is this tree line in some sense. And over there we are at 2,000 meters. So over 2,000 meters you will see just little plants, smart plants that they are going to adapt in this beautiful but extreme place. We could find vegetation till 2,850, 900 meters above the sea level. Tiny plants that are going to adapt. It's marvelous the life here. It's marvelous. That the temperature was very hot. So here probably was coming out smoke, and the explosions, they were coming just from the two little vents that we have inside this little crater. This is not a big one. This is just nothing compared with the big craters that we have on the terminal area at 3,300 meters. So, well, what is possible to see here is just a big lava bomb. This was just a fragment of magma that, due to the bubbles of gases that they're coming from underneath, right? The pressure decreases, so the volume increases. It could be possible that the bubbles of gas, they would be minimum 15,000 times bigger than they were at the bottom of the magmatic chamber. Think about it, I said before just 1 cubic meter, just to let you understand the size. But you know, the bubbles, they could be already 10,000 cubic meters, and they would be like 200, 1,000 cubic meters. So it's logical and normal that big fragments of magma, they could be spitted outside. For sure, suddenly they became aerodynamic and they are going to cool down. But inside will remain hot. So when they're going to land, they will be opened like this, and inside you could see, when they land, liquid lava. They're called lava bomb, not because there's a remote control, so you may say fire in the hole, boom. No, it's because if a piece of magma like this is going to fall on the roof of an apartment, of a house, or is going to hit a building, for sure the effect will be like a bomb. Simple as this. And probably when it's going to land inside your apartment, in the living room or a carpet, for example, all the things, all the furnitures, if they still exist after when the lava bomb went in, everything could burn. Yes, it's because of the heat released. In some sense, it's like a chocolate, crunchy and cold outside with the liquor inside, liquid.
Wow.
So all the big rocks that you see, they were lava bombs or fragments shooted outside.
Jeg er selvfølgelig nødt til at fotografere den, for det her, det ligner jo et lille fantasidyr. Kan du se den? Hunden, den ikke sover med næsen. Jeg faktisk har den vinden i ryggen. Det er festligt.
Pardon me, I have to answer.
All right.
No problem.
Pronto? One, which is considered just one explosive round amphitheater crater. This one instead has a different shape, which is like the Greek theater. So just to let you understand, the word amphi stands for double.
Double.
Yes, theater, amphitheater, amphibious, double life, double bios, life from Greek. Amphibious, they were what first? Tadpoles, right? Swimming, and then they became frog. So they are able to live in water and on the dirt. Simple as this. Amphi stands for double. So, would you like to count with me all the secondary extincted craters that we see all around?
Yes.
Yeah.
So here we got already 5, 6 craters in line. Over there we had all the 4. Then we are at 10. Up there, that is a theater crater. So lava fluid out from there, right? And then 11. And behind your shoulder, there's the 12. Over there.
Nu viser han alle de forskellige steder, de der små
So that is
steder, lavaen også
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
blæser
19,
ud.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25,
Se nu det.
27, 28, 29, 30,
Kan du se dem?
31, 32, 33, 34,
Det er alle de der små
37, 38, 39,
steder.
40,
Nu tæller han
43, 44.
alle de der steder.
44 secondary extincted craters. Lava will never flow again from these extincted craters because if we go inside the crater with an excavator and we're going to find the plug. No chances. And to be honest, you know what? That is the most safety place on Etna. Here, because it could be possible to have an eruption beside this one, a new fracture beside this one. So the most safety place is to stay inside an extincted crater.
Okay.
And why is it that it won't do it again?
It's because Etna is representing Sicilians, laziness in person. So she's not going to waste energy trying to remove that lid, that cork, that bouchon, or that plug.
Så vi skal ikke frygte, at der kommer et lille udbrud her, hvor vi står. Fordi det vil hun ikke bruge tid på og kræfter på, Etna. Så kommer det et andet sted. Wow. Okay. That is amazing.
For sure it's amazing. Okay. Let's walk and reach those steps.
Du skal næsten bemærke lyden. Prøv at høre. Jeg sætter mikrofonen ned her. Nu sætter jeg mikrofonen ned, så du kan lytte. Den der lyd, det er god, og det er ikke engang lige så hårdt, som det nogle gange har lyttet. Men prøv at høre.
Just close your eyes and give me your nose. Don't move. Don't move. Now you are officially son and daughter of Etna.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
It's just a pigment. This is just the oxidization of iron. This one was used in the past, crushed and mixed with plaster, concrete. You could paint your house. And due to the amount, you could have a pink house or a red house.
Han fortæller, det her det er så farvende. Og nu er Ida og David for evigt.
And this is more or less impossible to remove. So you will have for one day this red stripe. Now, I've been with kids in the past, also 3 days ago, and I made some horizontal stripes. No. There you should do that.
Det her er stedet. Der er lidt parfume, der er lidt kendryk
You could
der.
use it as a makeup.
Some blush.
Smart. Så den klip.
Ja, hvad har du i ansigtet?
Det er samme som dig.
Må jeg lige se dig, David? Det ser godt ud.
Ej, så slemt.
Elements and materials, right? So the white, it could be a bit of white and yellow. It could be just a little bit of sulfur and chlorine. Chlorine is just bleach. The funny thing, touched with the oxygen, they will be sublimated. What it means, sublimation? Sublimation means that gas is going to change from gas to a solid crystal. When you're walking up on the active craters, you could see sulfur, chlorine, fluorine, and other crystals. Yeah, they're going to have the stain too. Okay, let's go down.
Jeg er ikke helt sikker på, at jeg er tilfreds med, at jeg ikke er en del af det. Måske skulle jeg lige tage en lille en her. Ja, nu kigger du lige med. Og så...
Bølle, du har godt set dem her.
Kan jeg se her?
Jeg kan tage afstand. Eller så under
Sejt.
warrior.
Okay. Og så siger han, at det er svært at få af. Og det kan vi jo... Det vil vi godt blive enige om. Det sidder godt fast. Og det hjælper ikke engang sådan at spytte lidt på det og putte lidt vand på. Yes! Nå. Lyder mig også.
As you can see, there's a lot of little bubbles of gases inside. So this pumice rock is not going to float because there's a lot of little holes in relation one and another one. So it works like a sponge. If you throw it on a lake, for example, the pumice rock should float. This instead is going to sink because it's absorbing. But you know, this is a good sample because you have a little bit of iron oxidated, sulfur, and also some calcium. Yeah. Lovely sample.
Så skal vi lige have en med hjem til mig, det er.
Ehi! Ciao. Aspetta che tolgo il viva voce.
Prøv at lægge mærke til farveforskellen her. Prøv at lægge mærke til farveforskellen. Det er det sorte, det røde, det brune, det gule.
Seems like there's one 3 o'clock.
I think that this trip so much have shown me again that it is not when you are finishing the top or the gold or it is everything that is in between, like the top of Etna, that many people would think that is Etna. They forgot.
That's the goal of the experience. That's the goal of the excursion. Yeah.
Yes, to experience that life is here now, and life is what happened to you while you're busy making other plans and other things. Having your focus different places. So I think that this has been such an experience of emphasizing that is very important to.
Yes, I agree with you. So to explore an active volcano doesn't mean
to go to
mandatory to go to the top and walk all around the rim of the active craters. We are going to have a sort of violence against the crater or against the volcano, right? So it could be possible that it's much more nice to have a tour at the bottom of Etna, because you will see the persons living, adapting, behaving. Here we are a part of the environment. We are a part of the system. If you go up there, you will see just what? A desertic area. And the big problem is related with television. When we have explosions, lava flows, TV, the broadcast, the journalists are always up and they're going to take pictures or movies, or they are filming only the top. Yeah. So the persons are extremely surprised when I tell them that Catania is already on Etna and is like 30 kilometers away from 35 kilometers away from the rim of the active craters. They're not expecting that, because they already saw in TV just a tiny crater erupting. Simple as this. Etna is not only an active crater, Etna is also other things.
I think it's not to compare, but when you're having Christmas, and if we celebrate Christmas, it is not the evening at 8 o'clock alone. It is all the preparing for the Christmas, all the expectations, all the gift, all the love that is in it. That is Christmas for me, right? So this has been a very educational trip. First thank you again. Good. Now we are again.
Yep, great.
Out of the car.
Now we're going to explore one of the 297 lava tubes that we know all around Etna, and probably there's 1,000 and 1,000 other lava tubes not yet discovered, because it's not so simple to find. You should search a lot. So normally the lava flows are mandatory. I mean, it's normal to have lava tube inside the lava flow. Now I'm going to explain how is it possible to have lava tube and to find.
Nu skal vi finde ud af, hvordan det er muligt at finde de her lava tubes. Og som du kan se, så er vi beskyttet. Og de unge mennesker der.
So here we are on top of the 1792 lava flow. And where's the crater? We don't have craters here. We have only one tiny fracture up there. It was just a tiny fracture, and this toothpaste pressure, okay, let magma came out. Magma became extremely wide, and then, as I said, when we were ascending, what happened? That few parts, they will have few channels with much more fluid lava. So while lava is flowing, is carving a channel. The edges of the channel, they could be really close, one and another one, so tight, and they're going to join. Joining together, we will have a thermal insulation process. So lava comes out like honey, became jam because it's cooling down like 600 Celsius degrees, but inside the lava tube is reheated and became again fluid like honey. So the lava tubes are always descending from the slopes. So what happened at the end of the eruption? That gravity is going to do the art job. Clean out all the lava. So lava goes at the bottom of the lava tube. Now we're going to explore the 3 layers cave, which is one of the longest lava tube on Etna. 1,150 meters long, has 3 different layers, so 3 entrances and 3 exits, and has a negative develop of 304 meters. Follow me. Oh, wow.
There you go.
So when lava starts to cool down, it's for sure colonized by the vegetation, lichens, mosses, Scotch Broom, and then the trees. So here in 1960, they start carving the new road that was ascending from the village called the Zafferana, located at 500 meters. So they were creating the new path, the new road to reach the ski station located at 2,000 meters. For sure, there wasn't a road. So dozers, excavators, they were doing what? Breaking the lava flow in order to create this path. But reaching this place, the excavators start breaking the lava cold crust and then collapsed, and the excavator fell in this place. Yeah. We ready to go inside?
Yes.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
So this is the artificial way to find lava tubes. If we should wait. So this is the artificial way, the man-made way how to discover lava tubes. But if you should wait Mother Nature, come on, we're going to wait a long time, because first of all, spongy lava rocks should absorb the water, right? When it rains, when the snow melts, or when the ice melts. And then what happens in winter time with water? It's going to freeze, right? Freezing means what? That ice is going to expand, you're right. So the rocks, they will be maintained just by ice, because works like glue. With the hot sunny days, ice will melt. The rocks, they will collapse, they will fall down, and then you could find the entrance. In the past, the lava tubes, they were used as a house, as a shelter, as a tomb, and as a refrigerator. Because if you store snow inside and you close, everything will cool down inside, so snow will be transformed in ice. Ice was used in the past by the Romans, by the Greeks. They were just putting a little bit of honey on top to have something fresh during summertime. It's very nice to have a mojito, am I right? Or an Aperol Spritz, or a gin tonic, a lot of ice, right? So they start using snow or ice with honey. But when we had the Arab domination, so we were conquered by the Arabs, they imported here hazelnut, walnut, pistachios, but they imported also citrus trees. So they start squeezing lemons on top of ice, and they invented what today is called the sorbetto. Sorbet. Yeah. Someone instead modified that recipe and invented granita. You tasted already granita?
Granita.
It's ice. It seems it's just shredded ice with lemon juice or almond milk. That is delicious. That is our breakfast, or it could be our lunch, or also our dinner.
So almond milk and
Ice.
ice?
So it's frozen almond milk or
Yeah.
frozen lemon juice with sugar and a little bit
Wow.
of water. Yeah. You could have also different flavors. Figs, prickly pears, pistachio, chocolate, coffee, almond milk, roasted almond milk. You know, it's delicious. It's delicious. Okay,
Yeah.
ready to explore the lava tube.
Absolutely. Yeah, okay.
Great. Hoopla. Flashlights for you. Boom. Yeah, for you. And also for you.
Yeah.
So to be honest, we don't need flashlight here.
No.
We need. Or we'll go down there.
Ooh, there you go. No.
So, as you can see, I'm going to use it like a laser. Look at that. Here we have the joint line, right? So lava was flowing the edges, so left and right, they joined together, increased the temperature, and we had this tunnel. Probably on top was flowing another lava flow, right? So we had this big thing here. While lava was reheated, changed the speed. Became fluid again. So here we could see one speed. Then from here to here, another speed. And from here to here down, another one. What is possible to see also is those things here. They are called blisters. They're just bubbles of gases trapped on the walls. It could be possible also to have trapped on the roof. And they're going to explode. And they're going to make always blisters. So due to the intense temperature here inside, think about the lava before to be inside the lava tube. It's like 600, 700 Celsius degrees. And then what happens when we have the tube formed? Increases the temperature inside. So as you can see, it's possible to see molten rocks. For sure inside the lava tube we are not going to see, inside the Etna lava tube we're not going to see stalactite or stalagmite because we don't have calcium carbonate, so no chances at all to have those things. We could have only refusion stalactite. As you could see, they are just drops. Simple experiment that you made you at home, chocolate bar and the lighter underneath. It's going to melt. And that will be created is called refusion stalactite. So as you can see, the color is reddish, purple, but purple belongs to red. So here the temperature was unbelievable, very, very hot. Sometimes it's like here the oxidization of iron contained inside lava. Are we ready to explore the other part?
Yes, let's go for it.
So over there, there's the junction, the connection with the other lava tube. We're not going there because it's too tight. So do you remember I said I explained you channel, wide, tight. As you can see here inside, this was the lava layer. Being so hot, was full of wrinkles, as you can see. Could be also possible that while it's descending, is creating what? Another edge on the left and another edge on the right. Same phenomena that happened before. Could be also possible sometimes that when it's flowing, it could create another lava tube inside. So a tube inside a tube. Let's go.
Sure, I can see. Hey, må jeg låne helt en lygte?
Skal der stadig nogle kigge øjne, eller?
Skal jeg lige have den lidt højere? Tak. Undskyld, jeg lige her.
What about the temperature here inside?
Oh, it's cold in here.
It seems a Danish temperature.
Yeah, not in the summer, but yeah.
Fall, spring maybe?
Yeah.
So have a look over there. You see that was the first exit of the lava tube. But it was too tight and lava, instead to start carving a well. The well is deep a couple of meters, it's like 4 or 5 meters. We could understand due to the stripes that you see on the walls. Look at that, follow the light. You see here stripes, 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 and then they are descending straight down. As you can see, we could see the ray of the light. The ray of the light is possible only because of humidity. Humidity here inside is like 100% more or less. Okay, I'm going to pass here down. It's forbidden, but I'm going to hold myself here with this bowl, and then I'm going to show you how deep goes this lava tube down there. You see?
Ja. Wow. Kan man fornemme det helt dernede?
Here you could see the other stripes of lava here down. So in some sense this was just a waterfall, and lava start falling inside this well. So lava was so hot, and lava is so hot that it's able to melt the path where it's flowing. Lovely temperature here inside. And we don't have snow. So think about if we store snow inside the lava tube, the temperature collapses.
Man kan selvfølgelig overhovedet ikke fornemme det med kameraet, men lige så langt jeg overhovedet kan kigge derned i, du se her er min lygte til højre, ikke? Og til venstre.
Where does the tube end? Going in and out, but
der.
Is there a hole in the end?
No. There's the exit in the other 750, 800 meters further down. Yeah. This is a long one. You know, we have less than 300 lava tubes that we know. And we got other lava tubes that they are, the length is like 300, 400, 600 meters, a kilometer, 70 meters, 10 meters, 20 meters.
Og derfra. Nu er det altså bare med.
And I love the temperature here inside.
What do you think it's around 7, 8, 9?
I think no, it's just like 12, 13 maybe. Yes, yeah. Humidity is 100% because you could see the ray of the light here. So this is just humidity.
Is this for climbing?
They were used to save persons.
Oh.
Because, as you could see here, there's throat. Attenzione pozzo, watch out, well.
Do not go down there.
Yes, in some sense, do not go down there. Yeah, 2 persons, one person died a couple of years ago, yes, because he passed and probably was trying to look inside with the LED light of his cell phone, and then probably he slided and hit his chest on a rock, and then he died inside. So speleonkers, they're going to explore here, and they are using these things. Also, they use it to take out the person.
Yeah. So once again, could you explain for me, and maybe for those on the YouTube thing here, video, the lines here? What can you say more about the lines?
So lava is not a liquid, it's a fluid, and is following the physics rules of the liquid.
Yes.
So what you see here, it's the scratch made by lava, because lava is dense, lava is viscous, so it's scratching.
Det laver simpelthen, når den løber her, så laver den de der mærker, krasser, hvis man kan bruge det ord.
And what you see here are those fractures. It's not because of earthquakes. They are called freato fracture. Freato means water. Water is able to carve fractures and fissures. That element so important that we need to drink, we need to survive, is able to open holes in the rocks. There's a Latin way to say that says gutta cavat lapidem. That stands for the drop is going to make a hole in a rock. It's only a matter of time. You should be patient. In nature, we should be patient.
How was it again that this was made? Like, is it because of it was? You said it was kind of a layer that heated up the floating lava that was like a gel, and then it went to.
I'm gonna explain you again.
Yeah.
Don't worry about lava flows. Okay, flows out the fracture or the crater. The lava thickness could be 5 meters. Okay, so this lava flow is 5 meters everywhere, and it's wide, and it's conquering everything like a tsunami wave. Am I right? Okay, it could be possible that above this big tsunami wave, you could have, due to the shape of the ground, okay, you could have much more channels. Okay. This channel could be wide or tight, because when lava flows down, it's carving the channel. I'll let you understand using the ends. This is the lava flow, right?
Yeah.
It's like 200 meters wide, or less, let's say 50 meters wide. Lava, while it's descending, it's melting the path where it's flowing. So what happens while it's descending? That is creating the channel. These, they could collapse. Collapsing, they're going to join. Join, they're going to fuse. Fusing is going to increase the temperature inside. Thermal insulation process. Okay? So lava turns to be liquid and very hot again. And as you feel this cold temperature without snow or ice, if you store snow here inside, the temperature goes down because of thermal insulation process. Not a heating process, but a cooling process.
Excellent.
Does yeah, I bet it does. Does it take the temperature like we touched the stones in the
Yeah.
The same with
maybe much more, because here inside, when lava was flowing, these, they were like 1,000 Celsius degrees. Yeah.
Så kan vi også lige få et stykke himmel her. Det er så fedt. Godt så.
Time is precious, you don't have to waste it.
In a way, I think that we did not only see and feel Etna, we have felt the soul of Etna with you, and that is very nice.
That's the goal of my life, to let the persons understand how much I love this place. Many persons said, Marco, are you stupid? Are you in love with an active volcano? Maybe yes. Maybe yes. It's a unique spot, and I thank the universe that I was born here. And I have to thank all my new friends like you, that you choose this place for your holidays.
Yeah. And I also think it is because you give the word connection a special meaning. Because you are in connection with nature. That is nice. Nå, det må være tydeligt, vi er på vej hjem igen. Efter vi lige har været nede i en lille grotte. Og du kan fornemme her, hvordan det er at køre. Her hvor de sådan har bygget en vej ind imellem. Alle de her fantastiske lavastrømme. op til 10 år, David og Ida, om at et år eller helt op til 10 år, inden de sådan faktisk får normal temperatur. Ja, men med det her vil jeg bare sige, så umiddelbart tak fordi du kigger med. Det har været stort. Og nu vil vi bare lade turen gå ned. Jeg vil ikke afvise, at jeg kommer til at filme mere, men umiddelbart så tænker jeg, at vi har oplevet en masse her på Etna. Og som det er jo tydeligt for enhver, der er her og bor her, at Etna er ikke toppen. Etna er alt det, du ser lige foran dig og fornemmer oppe bag mig. Og alt det, som du ser herfra og hele vejen ned til vandet.